Hey everyone, I know there's been a lot of concern about the way Secret Service has been hiring folks. As there been this diversity, equity, inclusion mania that's led to decreased standards in the hiring or retention of Secret Service personnel. Given the attack on President Trump, the assassination attempt, where they had agents, all of whom were female, who seemed too short and maybe not physically able to do the job they were supposed to do on that day, which is to provide full protection and be able to provide full protection if things went south. Were they tall enough to provide protection? Were they physically fit enough to provide protection? Lots of questions about that. Lots of questions about the diversity initiatives that seem to place a premium on gender inclusion as opposed to security. So given all those questions, I thought I'd go through and highlight some of the material on the Secret Service's own website that raise additional questions in that regard. So when you apply for the Secret Service, according to the Secret Service's website, they put you through a physical fitness test or a series of tests that you have to take and irrespective of your gender, meaning all the requirements are gender neutral. And it's called the Applicant Physical Abilities Test. And this is what they say. The APAT, the Applicant Physical Abilities Test, is a pre-employment physical fitness test developed to evaluate an applicant's ability to perform the physical tasks required on the job by measuring muscular and dynamic strength, endurance, flexibility, aerobic capacity, and other factors related to physical aptitude. The APAT is scored on a points-based system. Each test component is scored on a scale of 0 to 8 points. An applicant must achieve a minimum cumulative score of 20 points with no zeros to pass any APAT. APAT standards are not specific to age and/or gender identity. I don't know what gender identity means. I know they think what it means, but the idea that they're saying gender identity is concerning here. But it is good that the standards are irrespective of gender. That's what I think what they're trying to say, or age. And here are the standards. It's the point value goes from 1 to 8. Let me step back here. You can see 1 to 8. And the first is push-ups, and then it's sit-ups, an Illinois agility run, which I guess is kind of it's an agility run. And then a 1.5 million run, a 1.5 mile run. And you see the standards there. I mean, the basic standard of 1 is 15 to 16 push-ups. So no matter your age, no matter your gender, the expectation is, according to these rules, that you will be able to perform 15 to 16 push-ups. The minimum required is 23 to 28 in terms of sit-ups. The agility run time is 23 to 22 seconds. And then the 1.5 mile run, the minimum is 19 minutes, more or less, to as little as 16 minutes, 16 or 17 minutes. But that's not going to be good enough. You have to do better in these charts in order to get the cumulative 20-point score. So, for instance, to get 8 points for push-ups, you need to perform 44 or more push-ups. And to get the full 8 points for the 1.5 mile run, you need to be able to do it in 12 minutes or less. So, in theory, this ensures that the applicants have the speed, agility, as they say, and upper body and muscular strength in order to handle the job. Now, my concern about this is that you could do extremely well in agility and endurance, the 1.5 run, get a bunch of points there, and do poorly on the push-ups or the sit-ups, which measure muscular strength. And so, but it's not a perfect process, and, I guess we can argue on the outlines there, but at least it's gender neutral. So everyone's expected to do well enough to pass and get the 20 points. I mean, I don't think I could get the 20 points. So all those young people doing it, hopefully they're able to pass these standards. But the concern arises that once they're in, are the tests gender neutral? And they're not. Or are the fitness standards gender neutral? And they're not. And this is from, again, the sites, the United States Secret Service's own website, Physical Fitness Evaluation. The below training fitness standards are different from the applicant physical abilities test fitness standards. This handout has been designed to educate the reader on the United States Secret Service physical fitness standards and the proper protocols necessary to accomplish these standards. And everyone attending the training programs is supposed to come in good physical condition, ready to begin this program. The fitness evaluation measures strength, endurance, and aerobic capacity in 4 core elements. The core elements are push-ups, sit-ups, chin-ups, and the 1.5 million run. I keep on saying 1.5 million. It's 1.5 mile run. The fitness evaluation will be administered at the beginning, during, and end of training. Secret Service weapon-carrying employees are additionally required to participate in the Secret Service physical fitness evaluation quarterly. So once you're hired, you have to go through this once a quarter. And then they have this point system will be applied to the fitness category level achieved by the student in accordance with their age and gender. The point system will be applied to the 4 core elements of the U.S. Secret Service individual fitness profile evaluation. So what I first notice here is that they dropped the agility, right? And they added pull-ups or chin-ups. So it's an added focus on upper body strength. But what they've done is they've changed it out so that males and females have different standards between them. And of course, you know, the older you are, the less is expected of you. So let's take a look at some of these numbers here. So the push-ups, let's see, am I blocking it completely? Oh, I can't see the push-ups. So the push-ups are age category. Let's see. Let me back off. I gotta, excuse me. So there you see the age category, and then it's excellent. And then what's the next category? Yell it at me, guys.
Very good, good, poor, very poor.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's excellent, very good, good, poor, then very poor. So for push-ups, the excellent number for youngsters at 20 to 29 is 55 push-ups in a minute. The for if you're older, it is 50. They should have an eyesight test. I wouldn't pass that either. 42, and then 50 plus. They've got people they're testing who are over 50 years old. 39 push-ups gets you the excellent category. Very poor is 15. For the elderly, the 50 plus, and 37 down there would be the worst for the young folks. So compare and contrast that with the female requirements. So at the upper level, excellent is only 40, 30, 23, 23 at the most senior. So a vast difference between, again, it's 55 to be excellent category for males. 40 is excellent category for females. Well, what would be 40 for the males? Where would that put you? Let's go back up to the males. So that would put you in the essentially the poor range. So a female, comparatively speaking, can perform poorly and be to a male and be deemed to have excellent fitness, at least in the area of push-ups. Let's go to chin-ups. Again, this is the Secret Service's own website. 11 chin-ups would be excellent for a youngster, up towards down to 5 for someone 50 plus. Very poor would be 0, 50 plus. And very poor would be 4 for the youngsters. Now let's compare that to the females. Okay, so 4 is excellent all around, no matter your age group. And where would 4 put you in for males? It would put you in, at least on the excellent level, very poor for young people, and essentially poor for males. Again, a dramatic difference. What is termed to be an excellent pull-up result for females would be deemed very poor or poor for males. Am I misreading these numbers? I don't think I am. Are you concerned about it? I think you might be. Well, let's get, I don't want to go through each one of them. Let's just look at the 1.5 mile run. So an excellent 1.5 mile run would be about 10 minutes and what is that, 15 seconds? 10 minutes, 47 seconds, 12 minutes and 51 seconds for a 50 plus either trainee or current Secret Service member. So these, again, these numbers apply to not only trainees, but active members who are at least gun-carrying members. And let's go down to the female requirements. So that's 1250, 1342, 1430, 1556. So let's say it's like 13 minutes to 15 minutes. Where would that put you for a male? Again, it would put you in the poor or very poor category if you're a male. So again, a female who runs a certain time, that certain time would be deemed poor or very poor if you're a male. Does that sound like equity? It's not equity. It's different standards based on sex in an area that evidently is important to the functioning, the ability to function on the job. So there you have it. They have different standards, physical fitness standards for men and women. Now they'll tell you the law requires it, or fitting, you don't know what you're talking about. The job doesn't necessarily require that females be able to perform the way males are physically, at least as delineated in these tests. Well, I think that's for Congress to figure out. I think that's a tough question for presidents and people running the agencies to ask. Because what everyone saw that day were, and there's nothing here in terms of the physical profile. I don't know what the physical standards are in terms of the height. I mean, one of the biggest deals is, I mean, you can have shorter people who can move a lot of weight and be physically fit. That is for sure. But a male or female who comes up to here on a protectee, I mean, Trump's about a little bit taller than I am. Let's say he's like 6'2". I don't know, was that 2 inches? And you have a female who could be as much as a foot shorter or 8 inches shorter. Is that going to provide full protection if things hit the fan? No. And if they don't have the strength standards, Trump is a big guy. He's 220, 25, 230 pounds. I'm not sure what his weight is. Could a female under these strength standards be able to move him? I don't know. I don't know. And that's what the American people are asking after witnessing the video from this assassination attempt. So Judicial Watch will continue to investigate these DEI standards at the Secret Service, but I hope this video is informative for you and helps you understand what the issues are. So there are standard physical fitness tests that apply neutrally to gender and across age when they're applicants for the Secret Service at that stage of the hiring process. But once they're there, either under training or they or they're providing the sort of protection that requires using a weapon, they have different tests depending on their age and sex. Are the differences, are the appropriate? They don't seem to be to me. What do you think? There you have it. We'll put the links to the websites and this data below, and I'll see you here next time as we bring these issues to you on behalf of Judicial Watch. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.